In this video, you'll learn to use the performance analytics feature built into Impruver. When you first log into Impruver, the default home page is the performance data page. This gives you a quick overview of how performance is trending over time. By default, it will show weekly performance over a 13-week period. So just a quick overview on OEE, what it shows, how to read it, and how to use this information. There's a few categories here. There's overall effectiveness. This is essentially a measure of, based on your total time used for operations, how much of that time is going toward producing saleable product. You have your gap to world class. This is really just the difference to 85%. 85 is widely known as world class execution. You have your unplanned losses. This is any downtime or losses in availability, unplanned. You have your planned downtime losses. This is things like startups, changeovers, shutdowns, preventative maintenance, and those planned downtime activities. You have rate loss. This is running at a lower than theoretical maximum rate. And then yield losses. This is losses due to out of spec product and quality losses. The default is a stacked bar chart. Again, it's showing effectiveness, unplanned losses, planned losses, rate loss, and then yield loss. To use this information and to shape it into exactly what you want to see, there are filters across the top where you can control which time frame you want to view. You can filter for certain products. By default, it shows all products, but you can filter out the ones you don't want to see. You can filter by account. The default is that it will show your data. Your data is an aggregate of your direct reports. So each individual using the system that has an account also has a OEE that goes with them. In this example, myself is Mike Harrison, Calvin Williams and Maria Antonia are both direct reports. Their OEEs aggregate to create my OEE as they report to me. So it's a reflection of my performance with them. You can also see your peers' performance. And in this case, it's Excelville admin. The next filter is by line. You can see all of your production lines that you're using the system for. And then by shift. So each input, each data point collects all of these tags, and you can sort and filter by each of those. But let's take a look at grouping. Grouping just gives you a way to compare data. And you can group by week, by day, by month, by year. I'll show you a couple examples. This is by product. If you want to see your products side by side here, you can group by individual. It gives each individual a performance metric. This enables a coaching environment where each person owns their own OEE, and then it kind of sets them on the individual journey toward achieving operational excellence. It sets you as a leader up to coach that person to solve problems and drive a continuous improvement culture. You can look at performance by line, see which lines need the most attention, by shift, and then machine and reason code are more specific to the downtime tracking, which I'll show you in just a second here. So this is a great tool to compare and identify opportunities for improvements. For example, if you're a manager, you're probably looking at line B and thinking, we have a lot of rate loss on this line. Why is that? Let's maybe launch some Kaizen, some problem solving, some improvement activity against line B's rate loss and understand what's driving that. Just for example, so these are some of the things that the Impruver Analytics tool can tell you. Here's a line chart that also shows OEE performance over time. So this is, I think we went back to grouping by week here. So this is 13 weeks OEE performance. This is dummy data just to give you an idea of the functionality. But you can see how, in this particular week, OEE trended upward, rate loss trended downward simultaneously. So you had a great week in terms of reducing rate loss, and it resulted in a great week of OEE performance. You can see on the opposite end of the spectrum, rate loss really spiked up here, and subsequently your efficiency also spiked down. So you can see how your losses affect your OEE. Let's say you do a Kaizen event or root cause analysis here, and you make some changes to the process. You can see how you're trending down here, you make some changes, and then all of a sudden your efficiency starts trending upward. So it allows you to see which specific actions or which specific times where actions are taken that result in positive performance. So it allows you to really see the OEE impact of the changes you're making to your production process. All this is there to enable, of course, leaders to understand where the opportunities for improvement are and drive improvements and lead their teams. But it also empowers a line operator or a lead to have the tools they need on a day-to-day basis to understand their opportunities for improvement and take action against those opportunities and really own the continuous improvement process for their specific area of responsibility. And again, this can be grouped by SKU, by individual, in just every other way that the stack bar chart can be viewed as well. I'll show you one more thing. This is downtime. So the downtime is the same thing. And the thing that's unique about downtime is that you can actually group by machine or by reason code. So here you can see your palletizers giving you the most trouble. You can group by reason code and see that the pusher arm jam is the most problematic space. You quickly see the Pareto principle taking effect, where a few issues make up the vast majority of opportunities for improvement. And here you might right away just launch right into a improvement project to reduce those pusher arm jams, as you can quickly see how that contributes to a stronger OEE performance. Whatever information you have filtered up top, let's say I want to just select one or two products here. When you scroll down to the run remarks, it'll actually show the exact same products you have filtered for. So the run remarks mirror the criteria you have filtered here, which is also detailed out just below here. So if you ever have to print this out, it'll show you what data is represented in the data set. So this is a quick overview of the Impruver Performance Analytics feature. I hope you found this information to be useful. Thank you for your time.